In 1921, women's football was banned, not because it was failing, but because it was thriving.
The role of women changed dramatically during the First World War. As men left jobs to fight overseas, they were replaced by women. The Kerr ladies football team were no exception. They gained popularity as men's sporting teams diminished. Following a tour in France, Kerr ladies garnered huge amounts of support from the British public, often generating large crowds and consequently allowing the team to raise substantial funds for charity. Their 1921 Boxing Day charity match drew a crowd of over 50,000 people and raised over £150,000 for unemployed war veterans. This was a momentous occasion for women's sport. However, the Football Association saw this as a threat, stating, "The game of football is unsuitable for females and should not be encouraged." The Kerr ladies were banned from playing at any FA-affiliated grounds, putting a pause on professional women's football in England for 51 years and permanently damaging any progression in female sport. Women's football triggered a moral panic. As a result, the team was labelled as too politically charged, inappropriate, and a cause of female health risks by the media. A moral panic is defined by Stanley Cohen as a sudden concern over a group or activity accompanied by cause for control and suppression.
To support my findings, I will use sources: Stanley Cohen's Folks, Devils and Moral Panics piece, the University of Edinburgh's article, A Reflection on Contemporary Myths of Women in Football, and the History of Sport published by Taylor and Francis.
Through my project, I want to explore moral panics and understand how it influences public perception, policy, and long-term suppression, specifically in women's football.
By understanding what extinguished the early momentum of women's football, this project helps us to gain insight into how those historical setbacks continue to impact the game's visibility and participation today.